Now to Commitment 2014, and we're bringing you a different side of the candidates. A look at who they are at home.
Democrat Seth Moulton is locked in a tight race for the 6th Congressional District, and tonight he talks to our Emily Reamer about what keeps him motivated.
The hardest thing is trying to keep 36 young men alive when everybody's trying to kill you. Remembering what we went through and what it was like to be there on the ground is an important perspective that I'll carry for the rest of my life.
That perspective gained as a Marine on the front lines in Iraq, the experience instilling in Seth Moulton a strong sense of responsibility and service.
When I was in the war in Iraq, I really felt that I saw some of the consequences of terrible leadership in Washington. And I realized that it's never going to change unless new people stand up and run.
But Moulton says he's never been a political guy. He served 4 tours after joining the Marines in 2001, 4 months before the September 11th attacks. It was a choice he made just before graduating from Harvard and despite an acceptance letter to grad school.
At the end of the day, I had so much respect for the 18 and 19-year-old kids who serve on the front lines of our nation's military that I decided that I wanted to do my part too.
A reminder of those years hangs in Moulton's stairwell. It's a New York Times printing plate used to create a front page in August of 2004. Moulton isn't in the photo, but these are the Marines he led during one of his tours in Iraq. He passes it every day in the Salem apartment he shares with his cousin. He often works from home, starting his day around 5:30 at the kitchen island, reading the paper, checking emails. He'll also consult with staffers here on a campaign that wasn't always on his radar. After the military, Moulton went to grad school at Harvard on the GI Bill. He worked in Texas for a year before coming home to Massachusetts to start a small business focusing on the healthcare industry. Now he's campaigning full-time, making a personal life a little difficult.
And I have great friends who look out for me and make sure that every once in a while I get a break. I'm very diligent about working out, staying in shape, staying healthy. Sometimes the only break I get is to cook a meal at the end of the day.
Or go home for that meal with his parents, Tom and Lynn. They still live in Marblehead, where Moulton was raised along with his younger siblings. They help out with the campaign, attending events when they can to lend support.
One of the things we kept saying was, we survived Iraq, we can do this.
There are a lot of things I could be doing that would be more convenient or easy, but Congress is broken right now. I think service is important when you see an opportunity to serve, and I see an opportunity here.
Moulton's parents say choosing the challenging path is something he's done ever since he was a child. He did run for office once before in the 7th grade. He lost that race, clearly hoping for a different outcome this time. I'm Emily Reamer, WCVB News Center 5.